Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 181 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of April 9th, 2022. I almost said 21. It's way too late in the year to be doing that. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have two engineers, that'd be Jader, Jacob Durbin, and Milky, Nick Christensen.
Woo woo.
And one horseman, Dean Massara, filling in.
Think you read me that easily?
No, unfortunately we can't. Sorry, I've been listening to Gloria a lot. Returning for, I think this is what, your third time of the show or fourth time?
Fourth time, I assume.
You are quick with the trivia. HFM Bears, welcome back.
I was watching the birds! They relax!
Okay, birds aren't real, by the way.
Everyone knows.
Anyway, before we get into everything else, the train will terminate at this station.
Here we are at the wonderful town of Seharis, Washington, home of trees, and once home to a tourist railroad, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, press F to pay respects. This is going to be a press F to pay respects heavy episode, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting with, man, I hate to do that on like actual serious stuff, but starting with someone who was actually, oh man, that's right. It's kind of a good thing O'Gillies is not on this podcast, because the first thing is the woman he watched get hit by a train.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, this was in Flagstaff. This was March 28th. She was crossing between the cars of an Amtrak train and stepped out in front of an oncoming BNSF freight train. And she was hit and died at the scene. So
Right.
that's
That's-
unfortunate.
That's... I don't even... I literally don't know what to say to that, honestly.
Well, what you say is you don't cross between the cars of a
Yeah.
train because you don't know what's coming on the other track.
If I want to be a Captain Obvious, then yeah.
Well, people apparently need a few Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Brightline for the last 3 years?
Okay, I see
People
your
need
point, I
Captain
see your point, I
Obvious.
see your point. I mean, there's a reason Operation Lifesaver's a thing.
Yeah, I wish it was more of a thing. I wish they would do more.
Operation Lightsaber.
Operation Lightsaber. But yeah, that's... Achilles was there for that. I don't think he laid eyes on it, but he was witness to it in one shape or form or another. That same day, there was someone else that was hit by a Union Pacific train. This was in Denton, but I don't know what state. You know, it's funny, we get all these little local newspapers, basically, and they never feel like they're going to be looked upon by people outside of their state, because they don't ever mention what state it is.
Oh, snap, it's in Denton, Texas.
Oh, it's in... Okay, then. Denton, Texas. Yeah, hit by a Union Pacific train, died. Don't walk on the tracks.
It's like 4 hours from where I live. Holy moly.
I like how 4 hours for you is a reasonable distance. 4 hours from me, I have crossed 2 states.
Welcome to everywhere else. Alice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a second Union Pacific incident. This is the first of those in April. Pedestrians hit, 1 killed, 1 injured in Van Buren, Arkansas.
That's
Yeah.
Garrett's
Yeah.
spot.
Actually, emergency. Yeah. So this was again, pedestrians don't walk on the train tracks. It's not that hard. Like at the very least, if you're gonna walk on railroad right of way, if you're gonna do that, at least don't walk like in the gauge. You know.
Yeah,
But generally, don't walk on railroad right of way.
right. Otherwise it leads to stuff like that.
Otherwise, you
Yeah.
get hit by a train. Yeah, they tend to be on those tracks. Now, this is a pickup truck that got hit from BNSF. This is April 4th. 1 person dead. Once again, they were actually ejected from the vehicle.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
Conceded.
yeah, don't don't walk on train tracks, don't drive around the gates, and do wear your seatbelt. So there's that, and then we have something a little bit more unorthodox. CSX is being charged with causing a deadly tidal wave.
What?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
They didn't
Waverly,
clean
Tennessee.
they didn't clean their culverts. So the debris blocked the culverts, backed up, and then basically caused a tidal wave.
Okay, I see what happened.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, I'm not saying
I was
it's
so confused at first.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's absurd because they shouldn't be charged with this. I'm saying it's absurd because it's not every day that people die via railroad tidal wave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not every day that people buy like a molasses flood, but here we are.
That's true. That also, I mean, that happened. We have the pictures to prove it. We've been to the monument.
Yes, we have.
Anyway,
well, most of us have.
I will let it go into local service while I put together the cargo stock for this episode because I did that again. So what have we been doing in the last few weeks or so? What's going on in everyone's locales? Not everyone all at once.
Yeah, right.
I got my book back.
Which
book? What book?
About 10 years ago, I begged my dad for a copy of the Mohawk that refused to abdicate, or as we have dubbed it,
and has been adapted to a critically. Sorry.
The Mohawk that would not, under any circumstance, decide not to continue.
Yeah.
Oh,
or as
that.
Bears was saying, the Mohawk that wouldn't quit.
Yeah, the critically acclaimed YouTube miniseries.
Yeah.
Which is actually quite well loved.
Yeah.
That's why I said critically acclaimed.
Yeah, no, that is not a tongue-in-cheek critically acclaimed. That's a genuinely, people like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is a very bonkers thing, but
it's a very loose adaptation, but it's a well done one.
Yeah. Hopefully when KNL does their Mohawk, we might get a thingy.
We
might get another version of it.
Yeah, an updated version. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
entitled The Mohawk that was unable to not can.
Yeah.
The Mohawk who wouldn't quit, the Star Wars Special Edition.
Yeah. If we get Carrie Fisher in a bikini in the Mohawk that would quit.
Nice.
That's a pair of words I did not expect to hear.
The Mohawk that went to Horny jail.
Yeah.
Alex, we found our title.
Yeah,
You're right. You are correct.
You good, bro? No.
I am. It's
good.
It's just hilarious.
That's the next Iron Horseman short story.
Yeah.
The firemen put too much wine in the firebox, and the Mohawk is just hitting on everyone in the roundhouse.
The Mohawk that has committed sexual offenses.
The
Mohawk that appeared on Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Arguably, sad 6-time raisins.
Yard and oil.
Okay, I have to ask, because you went to a hobby shop, did you leave with anything except for your book?
No, sadly I did not.
Oh, see, I am... You guys know me. I am a long time... That's a question only you can answer. I know people go to train shows and come home with ridiculous hauls, and I have never bought a single thing at a train show except for one pickle car for Gloria. And I think I'm going to break my streak of not buying trains, because on eBay right now, there is an Observestibule.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking about it, and I don't like. There's no reason for me not to get it right now unless the price gets cranked up. But 15
Is
bucks for this wonderful meme that I can have in my collection.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like put it in like what you do is you put it in this like plexiglass case and just seal it.
Yeah, or I
It
put
can
it in
never
a
be wrong.
hydraulic press.
No.
No, don't.
No,
But
it doesn't deserve that fate.
Jader, you have been doing stuff with your models, is that right?
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit. There's only, well, let's see. Classes are ramping up. Finals are in a few weeks. Gonna
Ugh.
die.
Amen.
And there's only so much I can do modeling wise here without either driving to the hobby store or ordering more kits on eBay that'll take like a week to get here.
How far away is the hobby store?
About 45 minutes. It's not a bad drive. It's just the thing is I'll go and like I'm looking for like kits, stuff I can work on in my dorm room.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And they don't really have many.
Oh.
And I don't have like a bunch of spare like Katie couplers or anything. So I really am kind of stuck with, for now, just like decaling a little bit of custom painting and detailing here and there.
You should get some Ulna centers to put together.
Right.
I've honestly thought about getting like some kind of like building kit.
Yeah,
build
except
something other than like AccuRail cars.
you said kits, and that's what my mind went to. I forget that cars come in kits. I'm so used to buying put-together cars. I think I've only ever bought... Well, I've bought a couple of car kits, but I've only ever made one of them, or had made. I didn't even make it. I asked Ray Schofield to put it together for me, and it was my Providence Northern 20th anniversary car. So,
Nice.
Iron Horseman Kit Building Clinic.
yeah, I would
I
need
have
that. I
slides.
don't know how to put these things together. I've never done
I have
it.
slides. I did one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's
a
cool.
year and a half ago, me and
Nice.
another guy. Well, he's in the server. We did a kit building clinic for our club.
Welcome back
And-
to Well, There's Your Kit Bash,
Yeah.
podcast
Kit
about
Bash.
model railroading with slides.
Yeah.
Those
I mean, there is a
marker
podcast
lights.
studio that I kind of have access to.
Mm.
Hmm.
We're gonna invade your college to record an episode of
Yeah.
the Terminus podcast. It's like we heard you at a podcasting studio.
I mean, honestly, we probably could do it.
And we would be professional and have really
Just
good
like-
mic quality, and it
Yeah.
would all be synchronized.
Now
No,
that would make
what
for
would
an interesting
happen
crossover.
is like we gonna do it on April Fools, so that we like all sound really good.
Yeah,
But
and,
just
and
that
then we
once.
disappoint everyone else
Yeah.
by the next week when we go back to our crappy microphone quality.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, granted,
Yeah.
my microphone's a lot better than the last time I was on.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
better.
Let's
And mine
see,
has
but-
gotten no better. And I still don't know which microphone my thing actually uses because I have two plugged in. I don't.
It sounds like the fizzle stick.
I think it is. I don't know. I don't understand why the newer microphones sound so much worse than the like 90s off-white thing. But
No idea.
I'm seeing a lot of models in the... Oh, wait, sorry. Let me show off the Raccoon Creek number 15. That's really
Yeah.
cute. Oh, is this, Bruce? Was that what you named him? Way back when?
I don't remember what the.
I
don't
think,
remember.
man, I think it started with a B. I want to say Bruce, but I also want to say, like, I don't think it was Bruce.
I love the fact that you remembered
Give me a
that
second.
if I did name it.
By Halia.
I love the fact that you remembered.
Yeah.
I
Well, I more
can't
than
remember anything.
possibly too much associate locomotives with their fictitious names we've given them. In
Yeah.
fact, 2102 being out and about has made me think about what we named the T-1s. So,
But yeah, 15 was my project last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I was on duty, and past like 10 p.m. my brain just isn't in schoolwork mode. Like I
Fair.
can't do homework. or study or anything. So I'm like, I'm going to start working on this thing. It's been like 6, 7 years since I got it. I think it's time to strip off the southern lettering and make it, make it nice. Get rid of all the old weathering and make it nice now.
I like the marker lights. That's a nice
Thanks.
touch.
Thanks.
Wait.
I tried to use they're in a bag somewhere, but like these little, they came off of Bachman 280, like the little bug eye looking things.
Mm-hmm.
I had no luck with those. They're
Oh.
they're a pain to work with because they're like the stem for it is bent at an angle, and then it's really thick. So if I drill the hole just off a little bit, it'll go through the side of the smoke box and have like a channel instead of just a hole, and that's not good. But these just have a little thin piece of wire, so I can drill a really tiny hole, glue it in, and put it on, and it works.
Nice.
Interesting.
I am
Like
seeing another
9.
mogul, and it's Milky's. Milky, are you going to re-letter this as 1755?
That's actually American.
Oh, damn it! I didn't look close enough. My bad.
I mean, it's SP. It's the same from the front, but
I see that
but
KCS
no,
Jeep.
yeah, SD cell. I got that for free at the train show. I went down to a train show in Eugene, Oregon. Pretty fun.
Nice.
Had some good times with some good friends.
Pretty base.
So just went down, got some stuff. The highlights are the SP Day Art cars for sure. And then the MOW car that I got.
How much did those cars cost in a total? Because look real good.
The Day Art cars were $50 for the set.
Wow,
that's pretty good.
Which for 7 of them is pretty good.
That is really nice. That's a good deal.
Agreed.
So now I'm pretty sure that I have a full set of them. I also got Caboose, SP MOW car, which is the daylight car, but not daylight car. I got all the parts to detail that up, except for all the underframe stuff. But I didn't want to pay $150 in detail parts to get the underframe exactly how it was. So I'm like, $8. I'm only $8 into the car, so why not just stick with it? Then I got a BL22 on the second day. And some older cars to go with one of my engines, and Pullman.
Nice.
Because you can never have too many Pullmans.
I mean, they're pretty universal. You also get this New Haven thing, which is of course what my
I got that for free.
Oh, nice.
They were just giving out these drawings of these locomotives. And I'm like, I get a kick out of having a New Haven engine.
And a Heisler book. That's
cool. That saved Werewolves Online.
Yeah.
I gave it the Guac, who is now one of the modelers, and he is going to be making a new one.
Oh, cool. You heard it here first.
So yeah, new Heiser at some point, based off of these diagrams.
Glock has been going absolutely
It's basically the same as the one that we already had, but it's just going to be a better version of it and more accurate, I want to say, to the era that they want to represent in the game, as well as all the modifications and whatnot that it had over the years.
Okay.
So that's going to be dope. But yeah, that Guac. Really cool. Freaking madman.
The anti-sus.
Yeah, he's been. I've been watching it. I've been checking out his
He
updates.
pumped out an engine in a
Oh
week.
my god, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Speed.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on with Railroads Online, it's nice to see some positive momentum still exists.
Yeah.
But also, I said 1755. It was 1785
Yes.
that you're working with.
Yes. That's what my because I also got another Sunset model Mogul.
Ah,
So that one is going to become 1785 with the actual 1785 is getting the new roof over its head.
yay!
You heard it here first because apparently no one told anyone about it.
Huh?
You went over there and there was just suddenly like
Yeah.
a building going up.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, and the
It's like-
contractors were there. I'm like, what you doing?
Just imagine like a passerby who just casually saw 1785 who've once seen that and they're like, wait, who's building a building over that engine?
Yeah. What you got there? A smoothie.
So anyway, yeah, it should be done by now. This was 2 weeks ago for reference. So I'm gonna probably go up there on Monday and see how it turned out.
Cool. It keeps
That's the
updated.
same
That is-
engine as
that is-
1744, right?
Yeah, same class. Although this batch was built after that, they're technically the same. They are the same. It's just SP
Yeah, same.
ordered the M9 between when they got the first batch of M6 compared to the second one. But other than that, there's no difference between the two.
Gotcha.
GMLocomotives.com, please put 1785 in there under that crap. Then there'd be a 69 built.
we can see. Do they exist? Just not.
Yeah, they do assist.
Or sorry, on
Extra-
the local base. I mean, but just as like a different class, or
No, they're not a different class. It's just I don't think they were added into the total.
oh, okay. Well, maybe
Probably
I can
because
send something. to
probably
Steve about
because
that.
it's a pain in the butt to add like the 1769 to 1785.
Nice.
There it is.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure if I send him that with some backup,
Yeah.
we can make the change.
Yeah, the SP Railfan website is a good source for a backup for that.
All right.
But yeah, so that's that. I'm excited. Can't wait to see our mogul with a roof over it. About
Nice.
time. And we'll see what else happens.
How about saving a trolley out of a spaghetti warehouse?
Oh yeah, there's that. Unfortunately, I can't since I don't have a subscription to the Dallas Morning News. I can't really provide much other than the general idea. It's
Oh.
just basically East Dallas, from what pictures of the spaghetti warehouse told me, there was what they used to do, or I don't know if they still did it. They had this trolley. Here's a picture of it. They had this trolley inside the place. And now the
Oh,
city of
yeah.
East Dallas is trying to rescue the thing since the spaghetti warehouse it was at is now abandoned.
The spaghetti
Yeah, it's the
warehouse.
same thing as our old spaghetti factories out here. I like them, but I also hate them.
They
Not gonna
saved
lie,
these cars, sort of.
Yeah. And
well,
now they're resaving it.
yeah, I'm proud that I'm happy that they're resaving it, but
You're
I've
being
actually-
rescued. Please do not resist.
like half of the old spaghetti factory cars are just sad.
I've actually, sorry.
Because at one point, I think one of them in particular, I think it was Portland Traction Company, 801, which was the Bernie car. was a fully
interesting.
functional car that on the way got dismantled and put in the spaghetti factory.
That's sad.
Oof.
Fuck you, Paul Kraft. You tell me this.
Always naysaying everything he creates. But anyway, I've actually never been to the spaghetti warehouse before in my life.
It's
This is
I've
kind
been-
of news to me.
Ironically enough, I've been to the spaghetti factory with 801 in it.
Ah,
And it's sad to think that we had that car at one point at the museum.
Spaghetti warehouse.
And now it's just in a freaking
Oh.
warehouse.
Yeah. The spaghetti warehouse, it just like the very name makes me think it's not real, like it's fictitious, like someone made this up as like a
Like-
joke you would
Yeah.
see in the background of an animated TV show. Oh, we're going to the spaghetti warehouse. It's
Like,
Yeah.
the first thing that came to mind, like hearing that, was the spaghetti barn from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
that
like the
might
one
be
mentioned
what
in
that
the
might
Ugly
have been
Truth.
what.
I mean, there used to be a something like that in Chattanooga by the Machuchi Hotel, showdown I think 2010. But God, that food was pretty crap.
Are there any of them left running? I feel like we hear more about closed ones than open ones.
I don't think there are now.
Wait a minute.
Beats me.
Rest in peace, spaghetti warehouse / barn / factory.
The one in wait.
All the
The one in
factories
Columbus
are
is
still
still
going.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
As far as I know.
Literally, the only spaghetti restaurant I've ever been to is Olive Garden, which
When
Not
you're
gonna lie,
here, your family.
the spaghetti
Bro, you
warehouse
need to-
just sounds like bootleg Olive Garden from what I'm searching up.
Bootleg Olive Garden is already bootleg Italian food, so
That is extremely true.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
This
I'll
is
be right
like
back, just keep
store
going.
brand
What you need to
Coca-Cola.
do is go to like an actual Italian restaurant. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
That's
Place
not a bad
in,
idea.
That place in Lewiston was pretty good. Okay.
But yeah, spaghetti warehouse.
Itty
I
bitty
mean, it's a
couch.
neat car. It's I can't quite tell what it is. I think it's a Bwill of some kind. Double truck car. And it seems to be in decent condition.
So
That's
is it-
one thing they'll give spaghetti factories and warehouses. They keep cars in decent condition when they don't cut them up to fit them in their fucking restaurants.
Wait, so is it just the car body then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
it's
images,
just
the
car
images
body.
show me that's just the car body.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Not sure what
Yeah.
East Dallas is gonna do with that car body then.
You can find plenty of uses for a car body. Especially if you can find parts to make the car body work.
Yeah,
Oh.
like if they can't find,
Wait, that is fun.
yeah, like especially if you want to find a chassis for the damn thing.
simply place car body on flat car, place
Electric motor
place
on.
jet engine on roof of car body, and
Oh god.
Or better
Like,
yet,
something
turn,
like,
turn the car body into a parade float.
place whole thing on abandoned railway line in Southern California, and
You just
Go.
go have a good time.
yeah.
Party
How do
rock
we
is-
go the other way? That's not important.
Where we go, we don't need the
Oh,
other
stop.
way.
Don't need to.
always forward.
And
Always
I run,
forward.
I run so far away.
Smuggling a bootleg Black Beetle onto the Pueblo test track.
Jesus Christ.
Like Black Sheep. Oh, with that.
Hold up, I got half of the vibe right here.
Oh,
There you
Iron
go.
Horseman's
There you go.
first.
Whoa,
first
God!
yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Yeah,
K-line model my brother has, not gonna lie.
It's a XFG&G actually,
Yes. Yes.
but somehow it got to Oregon.
It's Utah.
Weird.
It's Utah because you can find the balance of yin and yang on the Saltair car.
It's still a long way from home.
Now add solid rocket booster.
Yeah.
I've been playing a bunch of Kerbal Space Program lately. I also, just real quick to throw this out there, we have a new intro for Locomotive Royale, and I've been packaging up the trading cards for mailing, which is super exciting. I even got to open my own pack, and Gloria bought a pack from me and got to open it. I'm pretty pleased with what I got. I got a 611, I got a 4501, I got a 1278, so Canadian Pacific G5, and I got LS&I 18. What was the last card that I got? I can't remember what it was. I wasn't like super chuffed over anything I got, but I wasn't upset. And I think the 4501 I have is card number 1. So, you know, nice. Dean, if you don't get a 4501, I'm going to charge a hard bargain for that one. 611, 4501, and... Oh, I got an 844 as well. I'm not upset about that. So, and then Gloria, meanwhile, got all Class 3 cards, including 2 Strasbourg 89s.
Ooh.
And I went, that's rough. That is a rough pack. And she also got LS&I 18, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to trade for you. And then I offered to trade my G5 for one of the Strasbourg 89s, and she turned me down. So...
Okay.
I guess having double has its uses.
Yeah, I guess maybe I gotta negotiate to have both of them. I'm gonna end up with 2 Strasbourg 89s. Anyway, so that's that. I suppose it's time to move on to. Sure, that was something. That was something.
That's one way of putting it.
I mean, I could have gotten my good mic and just screaming, Locomotive versus!
You gotta eat the microphone.
Yeah.
Just turn it to Hulk Hogan. Locomotive versus!
Water.
Yeah, brother!
Brother!
Okay, hold on. Because I can find a better photo of what I've
ready.
got. Because everyone's been going around taking pictures of the thing. Guess what? The Reading T-1 is back.
Back on the rocks.
We're doing a...
sexy back.
Yeah. Well, asterisk.
Bringing sussy back.
And now it's back.
I mean, steam running is pretty sexy. So.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That is true.
Big Northern doing train thing is pretty good, yeah.
We're bringing Reading back! Yeah!
Alright, that is less genuine.
Yeah, less singing, more Locomotive verses.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got a picture taken by our very own Pennsylvania correspondent, Chris.
Nice.
Now we'll scroll all the way back down. And in the other corner we have the venerable 611, speaking of my trading cards. So, can I have a picture of 611, please?
And for once, our competitors are like 40 miles apart.
Yeah, no, they're really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
2102 the
next door neighbors.
Oh God, more like 611 to R and N.
I mean,
honestly, surprised they haven't tried.
They probably do that.
I bet we'll see that now.
Yeah.
Now that
it
Reading
be out of
and Northern
has
T-1, they're gonna be like, yo, does anyone want to do like crazy double headers and stuff?
Doubles.
Yeah, we already ran it like almost double the speed limit. How about we pull a coal drag with it and then I don't know, run fast freight with it? I think is the next thing they're gonna do.
Wear Nerf.
Yeah. Seriously though, they have a big toy and they're going to play with it. And it's hilarious.
And it's great.
It is great. It is really cool.
The best part of restoration is when you're done with your toy and you can play with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like the closest thing we've had to a Class 1 Steam program since since 611 doing 611
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, like back when, like until when the Norfolk Southern steam, 21st century steam was still a thing.
Rip it, peace. I remember
There's
everybody thought we were never going to
things.
see 611 run again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
At
then,
least not
and
outside
then
of Strasbourg.
yeah, and then she dropped
Yeah.
an anchor in Strasbourg and has been there for like 3 years.
Has it
But,
been
you
that
know,
long?
That would mean that the Virginia Museum of Transportation trademarked the thing for nothing.
Sucks to be
mean-
them.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought 611 left Strasbourg already.
I'm
No.
pretty
No,
sure
it's
she's
still
still
there.
there.
Oh, it's
It's
still
still
wait, it's
there?
still there?
I
Yeah.
thought it was
Hold on.
I'm
supposed
pretty
to
sure
leave
that-
like at the end of like last year.
Did it? I don't know. Where is it
Let me-
now? Hold on.
That's what I
The
remember
search
hearing
for
about.
611. Where is
Yeah.
it?
All right, commence.
Star Trek what 3 no Phone Trek 3 the search for 611.
I already know what I'm gonna say if I find out that it's still at Strasbourg.
I don't know where it is. I think it might be at Strasbourg because it was getting work done. I haven't heard of it leaving. I feel like the foamers would be out in force if 611 was leaving Strasbourg. So
Let's search this up. Oh,
It says Roanoke.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Did it
so
go
apparently,
When did
okay,
it
so
go
like
back?
it'll receive maintenance during extended stay in Pennsylvania, but this was back in October 2021.
I feel like it's still there.
I don't know.
It has to still
It's not
be
really.
there.
So
Oh yeah, no,
Under
it
reference-
says disposition undergoing FRA inspection in Strasbourg. So
Oh,
I think it's still there. Yeah, no, it's still there.
Damn.
it'll never
Daniel.
leave.
All right,
Sorry, I
so
had to.
611 and the T-1. Who is going first, guys? I'm representing the T1, T-1, and Milky, you're doing the.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on, let me flip a coin.
I mean, you guys can just choose.
T1.
Okay,
Same.
sure. I'll take it.
Because I'm so used to 2102.
I mean, 2102 is pretty cool. I wish I
Yeah.
had a better. I wish I had a picture at the same zoom level as this. Oh, for crying out loud! Hold on, I'm trying to organize my my photographs here real quick, so that I can flip back and forth easily.
It's okay. Ironically enough, I'm spending an ungodly amount of time trying to find a good photo of you, despite the amount of people that have been out to photograph you.
It is, yeah. That's why I went and just scrolled up in the fan chat and picked the first one I saw. I think we established last time that T-1s are not very good Northerns, but
They're pretty average-ish.
yeah, I don't know how this is gonna do. I think I'm gonna get stomped, honestly. But let's start off with a banger. Let's do driver diameter.
Driver diameter 70.
70. Okay, let me scroll down to my
Oh,
stat page
great.
finally.
Literally the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Hey, don't be looking.
Yeah. Don't be peeping.
No cheating. No looking. Even the judges cannot look at the stat pages.
I'm
Unless
not.
there's a... so you just had that memorized? Sus. Anyway.
No,
2
no,
weeks.
this is the first time I heard about that.
Okay, so
Can you put a picture of the T1 so we can all see
oh,
it?
sorry. Yeah, you know what? I went and I grabbed it, and then...
I mean, I got a YouTube thumbnail.
That'll do.
Yeah,
That's actually a really good picture.
yeah.
I'll switch to that
Agreed.
one.
Oh yeah, that would be a good picture.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chris.
It shows what you need to see.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, you're up, Milky. I just pissed it away like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Okay. What's your local base ID,
Oh,
kid?
God, why? Why would you do this to me? Well, actually, it's not that bad. It's 275, but
271.
yeah.
Bro,
Those guys.
That was the gamble, but
I have not taken my my 611 card out to look at, but you know, it says we can't look at the rules say you can't look at the stat page.
but not the stat card.
No, the rules actually say you can't look at the stat card.
No, just you.
All right. Well, you won.
You're built.
You're built 1945.
1950.
50?
That's late.
What is
Six
this?
or seven
That
in
is
particular.
late.
And again, the Norfolk and Western held on to steam pretty long.
Yeah,
They're-
like 1960, I think it was.
The
Yeah,
chain.
like,
You.
That was when they stopped using steam locomotives altogether.
I mean, they
Yeah,
built
the,
switchers until 1953.
Yeah.
All right, what else have you
Just
got?
being okay.
Come at me.
Valve gear.
Valve gear. We're gonna go with wall shirts.
Baker.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
you can see what kind of valve gear they. Well, not from Milky's picture, but like it's pretty easy to
No,
tell.
you can tell from my picture.
Yeah, you can tell.
It's a little hard.
There's obvious spine differences there. Particularly just.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yes.
Milky's picture is
Yeah,
very
I see.
high res. You can zoom way in.
Yeah,
you.
like this.
You can
this is what
enhance.
happens-
Enhance.
This is what happens when you take a photo on a phone. Or is
All right,
it?
Milky.
Yeah.
Fight me.
So, tender fuel capacity.
Tender fuel capacity.
It's a
All
gamble.
That is. Oops, I need to actually click on the window so I can scroll. Tender fuel capacity is 26 tons.
Me too.
Yay! That is
Yeah.
an unusual tie.
Yeah.
Okay, what the heck?
I don't know why I thought there was a difference there somewhere.
Oh man, I'm gonna get rinsed no matter what happens here. Number built
14.
30.
Yep, I knew that
So,
one.
aha! I have an upper hand somewhere.
Yeah,
Number in class
14.
30. Yay!
Hey.
Like I'm double dips.
If you screw up the double dip, you're dumb. Let's see. Didn't we have this? Oh wait, we had a similar fight with the Cotton Belt. That's right. Of like whose home brew was better. Some of these things I remember from making the stat card, so I don't know if that's.
I don't know about you, but the NW built a good engine.
Yeah, I can't argue that. I can argue against the Cotton Belt building a locomotive from a kit. I cannot argue against that, so I'm not going to bring that up. Let's do tubes.
Tube. Okay. Tube. Yeah. 63 of them and 2.25 diameter.
291 of them, and they're 2 inches. So I'll take that point. That's my love. Oh, sorry. I gotta check if the pasta's done.
Okay.
Pastrami.
In the time it's taken you for, I think it's good. Yeah, it's good. It is a little bit al dente, but that's not a bad thing. No. Go ahead. All right. So sorry. I'm the pasta tester in the house. It's in my blood.
Yes.
That is not a thing that I assigned myself, by the way. Gloria insists that I test the pasta.
Okay.
High pressure cylinders.
27 by 32.
God damn it! Why are we identical?
You're both northern, so
27 by
Even
32.
then,
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be this identical when you're northerns. Or whatever. Sure, take your.
God, now I just
this is just
realized
convergence theory.
Yeah, this is awful. Why were these two made for each other? I sense a ship coming on, and it's not a good thing.
Oh no!
2102 and 611 sitting in a tree. KISSING.
I think in
L-I-N-G.
Horseman. I think in Horseman chronology they're both female, or not female, both feminine. But it's 2022. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fair.
Anyway, okay, Milky, what are you hitting me with?
Booster.
Aha! I too have a booster.
Oh shit.
Except it's not listed on the stat sheet, but I know it exists. Hold on.
Mine doesn't exist on my stat sheet, but it is in my description, so I can call it.
Okay. My booster is 11,100 pounds.
12,500.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Boost.
Yeah, only the 602 had it, but I'm still using it.
Still a booster.
Still booster.
Yeah, all
Good
of ours
booster.
are boosters.
Yeah.
Jessica
Except they were
is just
usually
beating up Chris.
broken immediately, but apparently 2102's is fixed.
Tractive effort.
Tractive effort, 67,984.
77,899.
How?
That's because the J's are really good engines.
Yeah.
Power.
They're
great.
sticky.
I don't know why I decided this was a fair matchup. I guess I didn't. You know what? Was it because I was mad at the T1 after last episode? It might
Maybe,
have been.
I don't know.
Man,
Who
I shouldn't have been manning it. This was my mistake. I set myself up for more frustration.
Yeah.
All right, what else have you got?
Okay, so I did that. Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure. All right, I'm just gonna say it right now. You win. 240.
275.
275. Although some of yours, I believe, were even raised to 300. So
Think.
I'm
could
pretty sure
believe
the
that.
611 card records it as being 300 because it was raised after the fact. But anyway, either way, you still win.
Yeah.
What else have you got?
Builder.
Builder. Reading.
My builder. NW. Railway.
That's not great.
That's up to the 3 judges to decide who wins there.
There's no
Uh,
stopping
I'd
I mean,
say
I don't-
NW.
I don't know the quality of each. I mean, well, we have each. I'd say NW wins.
I'm voting NW, but mainly because the T1s, like, this might sound, I'm not sure how weird this may sound, but like,
Oh.
the T1s were technically converted from 280s, so.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, that's
611
true,
was like
that's
a
true.
freshly
I'm-
built one, so.
I've said before though that I think the T1s being what they are and having been converted from consolidations is a point
They're
in their
excellent.
favor and not against
Yeah.
it because that takes some
Yeah.
engineering to
Know
do
how.
that sort of a conversion. Yeah. But
Hmm.
even still, I do think the NW produces a superior home built product than the Reading shops do.
Valid point. Valid point.
So I know I'm talking against my own favor there, but I want to be fair.
Yeah.
Unlike last episode. Anyway. Alright, what else,
Okay.
Smokey? We've got, it's 3 to 7. It's 10 points on the board.
Firebox area.
Firebox area.
I wouldn't ask that.
Well, I got screwed over by it last time, so you never know. Firebox area, 465 square feet.
Dean, were you sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
My firebox area is 578 square feet.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. NW.
Yeah.
What is?
Great area.
Wooten?
It's a Wooten, but...
It's
Bob
a big,
Chef-
It's
it's
not
a
a big
fatter
Wooten.
Wooten.
Hmm.
And one that was. Actually, that wouldn't
So
make
it's
sense
kind of a
because that
low-
happened to 2100.
I think I know. Alright, carry on, Milky.
Great area.
Great area, 9440.
10770.
Damn, I was really hoping I might win that one. It's 3 to 9.
Evaporative heating surface.
Proof heating surface is 4920.
5271.
Damn it. At least it's
Superheating
close.
surface.
Superheating surface is probably kind of mediocre. 1214.
2177.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Combined heating surface.
Combined heating surface. 6134.
7448. Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
23197.
248.51.
That's surprisingly close for the fact that we have the same cylinders. Yes, I am. Alright, it's 13 to 3. You know what? I guess I'm glad. I was mad at the T-1s last time for letting me down. Now I'm okay with them getting dunked on.
Yeah. Robert A. Messina's power competition.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Well, you win this one, that's for sure. 22,656.
29,018.
Holy God!
It's 3 of 14.
Same as above, same as above plus superhero percentage.
That would be 27,187.
38,207. Same as above, but substitute firebox area for great area.
133,920.
205.
Oh my God!
46.
Wow.
That's
Power L1.
huge.
Yep.
I know, right?
23,988.
41,982. Power MT.
Power MT. I know it's bad. 760,38.
1285.48.
So I just want to say it's 18-3 right now. First of all,
Yeah.
baby, can I have my hot sauce? Thank you.
Seems your prediction was correct.
Yeah. What the
You
hell
know
was
how I was steamrolling South America in Horny? I feel the same feeling
Yeah,
here.
that's
And-
fair.
I
The other
kind of want to
thing-
keep going.
Yeah, well, the other thing to take note of here is that the thought that crossed my mind is, man, how is 611 not turned into, like, the next version of the Royal Hudson where we keep throwing stuff at it to try to kill it? It's such a good engine. Thank you.
Except out to be a good engine.
Yeah, it is. I cannot put hot sauce on this because I don't have any water now.
I don't think I can say a bad thing about it, Willie.
I mean,
Me
it looks
neither.
like a... Never mind.
Other than it's just a bit thick.
It is. I mean, yeah, but compared to the T1 is to Northerns what 3713 is to Pacifics.
Yeah.
It's just too big for what you get.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. True.
Looking at the photo of 2102, like, I've seen it like a bunch of times, but you know what it reminded me now?
Hmm.
The Western Maryland Potomacs. The boiler size gave me that vibe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
It's thick.
It is a chunk.
Well, you can keep murdering me if you want.
Yeah. I enjoy a good murder.
Maybe.
And Locomotive versus. Gotta specify that.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, parody, redacted.
Yeah. Parody with death. You know what? This is gonna be a gamble, but I've taken gambles before.
Okay.
Minimum rate of whale,
Minimum rate of rail, we're going 116.
120. Okay.
Holy crap! Wait a minute. I'm lighter than you.
Yes.
This is a thing I did not expect to happen. Like at all. I thought I was hosed. Holy crap. I thought there was no way because I'm a thick son of a gun. Let's do some stuff. Let's do Let's do weight on drivers.
My weight on drivers is 288,000.
278,200.
Yep.
Yay! I got more points. Engine weight.
My engine weight is 494,000.
441,000. And change. Tender loaded weight. Oh, this might be a mistake.
He's on to tender loaded weight now.
378,600.
Yes, that little like streamliney curve you have is doing you in. 367,000.
Yep.
And change.
Damn.
Okay. Total engine and tender weight.
872,600.
809,000. And still, we are relatively close.
Yeah.
Which is the scary part. Not gonna do that because I think I know. I think I know.
I think I know what
is.
yours is too.
Yeah.
Just based off of past knowledge of the engine.
I mean, there isn't a lot of other stuff to touch on.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. I guess I can... No, I think I would lose on that. Well, there's only one thing left that I will take the gamble on, and I'm still pretty sure I'm going to lose, but let's do it. Factor of adhesion.
3.70.
3.70?
Yep.
4.09.
Ah,
I'll take
That's
it.
good.
I'll take it. I'll take it. And we're going to go to style points. I'm 9 points behind, but I'm not getting any further back
Yeah.
in the statistics. I didn't even do like the size. I don't know if I'm shorter or longer than you. I don't care to find out.
Yep.
Well, I mean, judge's choice still.
I could have done axle loading. Yeah, it's your turn to figure it out, guys.
all right, let's see what we got here.
I gotta find the. We
Wait,
put
what
the
are
stat page.
Wait, what
Just
are we figuring
reference.
out?
State.
Judge's
I don't
choice.
know. SteamLocomotive.com. I need to find a.
We've done quite a few
stat
things,
page.
so.
Yeah.
But there are definitely still some things left available. I mean, the all that stuff is done.
Overall wheelbase.
Yeah, overall wheelbase is one we haven't done. I actually don't have it though. Let me see if I can look it up really quick.
You know.
Hey, I have mine.
I have length, I think, but I don't have like wheel length. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Can you try something
right.
else?
Grade area. Did you do the grade area?
We did do grade area, yeah.
All
It's
right.
pretty great for me.
Total engine and tender weight. Did you do that?
Yep.
Yep.
We
Wow.
didn't do driver wheelbase, engine wheelbase, ratio, axle loading, tender water capacity.
Tender water capacity.
Yeah, let's do that water.
Ooh.
Water.
19,000.
22,000.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks.
I thought we
okay.
were the same. I thought you could somehow fit more water in your tender.
No,
and I thought we were the exact same.
I remember from staring at the back of that tender enough that you're at least 20K, and I was 19, and I went, all right, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Understandable. You win behind it. You know the tender.
We're not giving foamers ideas.
What else have we got? We haven't done flues, flue and tube length. That's about it. That's the only ones we haven't done. So the wheelbases, the ratio, and then flue and tube length. So
Ratio general.
ratio 0.42.
0.40.
0.40.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! I have 10 points now. I've broken double digits.
Yay.
Alright, who hasn't gone? Jader, right?
Yeah. Trying to think of like a. We're not in style points.
No, we just need a third judge's choice.
Let me get a stat page up.
There are only like 5 things left. There's driver wheelbase, engine wheelbase, flues, and flue and tube length. That's, I think, it.
Blues.
That's for Jader to decide.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You could always say, hey, Jader, pick flues.
No, I'm not going to do that. I will not be peer pressured like that.
I mean, you don't have many options. If every one of us here says pick a different stat, as long as the 4 of us pick different stats, you have to side with one of us.
Oh, wait, I got one. Did we do minimum weight of rail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
We haven't done axle loading.
Okay, let's do axle loading.
I don't know if Milky has axle loading.
I don't.
Damn it.
What about driver wheelbase? You said you didn't do that, did you?
Nope, we haven't done
Yeah,
driver engine.
okay, yeah, let's do driver.
Okay,
Try
driver
be
wheelbase.
wheelbase.
Which, if this is the same, because we have the same size drivers, 19.25.
18.75.
What?
All right, I don't think that's not real. You made that up.
That's
Fake.
gotta be
Fake.
common
It's
talk.
You guys,
Yeah.
your drivers are clipping into one another. You need to fix that. All right, fine. It's style points now.
Yay.
We're both. I know you're under rebuild, but we're both running right now. We both have head end throttles,
Yep.
power reverse, a stoker, a booster. I'm pretty sure we both have feed water heaters. I'm like
Yep.
99% sure.
Yep.
There's not a lot of things that one of us has the other one doesn't.
Hmm.
I think I'm the official steam locomotive of Virginia.
That is a style point.
That's
I
a
don't
good
think I'm
one.
the official steam locomotive of anyone except for
Yeah,
Reading foamers.
Farmers.
I think
pretty much.
Milky gets a point for Winston Linkisms.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
Oh, Winston Link.
Oh, the movie?
No,
No.
just
No,
No, he's talking
the
about the
guy.
The
photographer.
photos.
Oh, the photographer. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I have 4 that survive.
I am the sole survivor.
Yeah.
My rats.
Sucks.
sucks to
Yep.
suck.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Alice has got
Sucks to suck.
2102's got three other siblings.
Yep.
Hmm.
I can only think of things for you. This is not good.
Yeah.
I need to look up other pictures of other T1s to see if there's anything that this picture of 2102 doesn't have that I'm forgetting.
Well, there is a style point that I'm not sure. Does this count as a style point? Like, 2102's had a longer excursion career. Would that count?
How are we
We don't usually
quantifying
get
that?
that granular with it,
Yeah.
All right, then.
but has it?
Hang on. Let me. It's
I don't think.
Like-
I wouldn't think so.
okay. So it hauled the Rambles from like 1962 to 1964. Then it spent the next 23 years of hauling fan trips. Then it went to the Reading and Northern in 1985 before eventually ceasing operations in 1991. So
Oh yeah, you know what?
But-
That is a long time.
yeah, and
So
now there's the restoration. It's currently finished.
Can I have a point for that? I know it won't make a difference in the long run, but I feel like that's an okay point.
Trying to think if that's
I think that's fair.
longer than the 6-7, but
Well, if it's
oh no, it's longer. Okay.
611, it's my own
6-7
mistake in
was
saying.
restored in 1982. Retired the first time in 1994. Got back in 2015, and it's still there.
So-
The fact you climb Saluda grade, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, that is an
Oh my
accomplishment for a
God, that
non
is an accomplishment.
that's fair.
for a non-southern engine. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Quite.
I mean, granted, you did stall at least once, but
Oh,
you still,
yeah.
but
Maybe
you
that's
still
the-
climb Saluda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to kill me some
streamlining.
more, or do we just want to move on?
I mean, I can kill you.
I can kill me too. I'm looking at like 6 different things that are style points for 611.
Bearing.
What'd you say?
Waller bearing.
Yes.
I think we both have roller bearings.
Do you have waller
not-
bearings on
not
that
on your
fat boy?
rods.
You've got
Not on my
rollers
rods,
on
so
rods.
of course I don't.
Yeah, because their logs are from Arkansas days.
I think my
And-
rods got replaced. I would hope they're
I
not the
hope
same
so.
rods.
Oh well, maybe the tires.
I mean, Ellis has a horseman character, so
That is true.
Um,
you both have K&L models, I believe. Yes, you do.
We
Yeah,
both
they
have
both
good
do.
models. We both have like
Numerous
tons
models.
of real models.
Yep.
Did we get did we do a point for being on the trading cards?
You're both on trading cards.
Being on the trading cards, actually, that's cool. Yeah, we'll do that.
Was 611 in a movie? Because 2102 was in the movie Maria's Lovers.
The hell is
I
that?
Six-
can imagine it
Seven's-
would be.
Probably
I think
been in
611
a
was in a
couple of
movie.
movies. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
Well, over the span of her
Um,
career, yeah, probably happened.
611. In pop culture, where is it?
I thought there was a 611 movie.
Documentary coming up. Yeah, it's on a license plate. 611 is on a license plate. Yeah.
Foamers.
Of course. There is also the fact 611 was on the VHS cover for Flying Scotsman.
Yeah.
611 has its own documentary.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, isn't there a 611 movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
honestly,
all right,
I didn't know that.
I mean, more specifically, I was referring to like appearance in a feature film, but
Yeah.
movie about the locomotive works too.
Alright, here, I'll kill... I'm gonna throw myself on the sword, I'm gonna commit Sudoku, and then we can move on to the discussion topics.
Okay.
Which is,
little friend!
Jesus Christ.
for start, 611 is streamlined, 611 has a folding coupler, and 611 has cool little marker lights that are also streamlined unto themselves, which... I also don't have electric marker lights, but that's unimportant in this at this juncture.
You don't have marker lights here, which is dumb as hell.
No, I do have marker lights, not in a lot of pictures because the Reading didn't really need them. But I had marker lamps that could be fitted.
Yeah.
They just weren't electric. They were still oil.
Right.
What? If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it.
Yeah, but
if it's fixed, break it.
I don't get it.
If it's fixed, break it.
Me. Well, this model works. Let's take it apart.
There we go. Winner.
Oh.
N&W Class J by the points, which is 28-13.
Jesus Christ, that was a slaughter.
I should have just rolled over and died. I shouldn't have tried to win. I should have just handed it right back to Nookie, so it would be like...
Just rolled over and died.
This could have ended 28-3, and that would have made me happy. All right, and what about the votes? Who's voting for what?
2102 because I'm more familiar with 2102. Thank you, I love toy trains.
Yep. All right, Jador, it comes down to you.
611.
I vote for 611.
Surprising nobody. I mean, if you look at these two, these are like the yin and yang of Northerns in some respects. I know 21, the yin and yang of small driver Northerns, perhaps. Because neither of them are the huge high-stepping like FES or anything like that. But anyway, we've got a handful of discussion topics, of course, as always. Dean, I'd like you to start us off.
So, regrettably, as I find it again, the chief editor for Trains Magazine, Jim Wrinn, has passed away at the age of, if I can pull it up, 61, I believe. 61, yes.
That's way too young.
Editor, yeah, it's really young to die. But he was the editor for over 17 years, and was a well-renowned member of the community, and will be sorely missed. His replacement has already been named as excuse me, Kevin
What a
Keefe.
beautiful name. Sorry, bad joke.
But yeah, Kevin Keefe is currently the interim editor. We don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing. I'm down the line, or if it's going to be.
The name's permanent there in the first paragraph.
Says permanent.
Yep, first paragraph.
Oh, my bad. So it's permanent. Now, hopefully, Mr. Keith can keep trains going after Wrinn's passing.
Yeah, I think we've had a number of his articles on here, and he's very good.
I mean, in
generally, all the Trains Magazine people are really good at their articles. So,
in a world where the news media is like collectively a disaster, Trains Magazine is very not a disaster.
It's very good.
And so
you
obviously
get
my heart
information
goes out
from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
heart goes out to his family, and of course the rest of the Transmag staff, and even some of the folks. Like we know people that knew him, at least in passing, because of his, appearances at various events, etc. And yeah, this was very sudden.
Quite.
And it's tragic,
Yeah.
What did he die of?
Let me see.
Some kind of cancer, I think.
Was it cancer? Let me see if I can.
Maybe.
I doubt that it's gonna say.
He also
Podcast.
he
I would
also set up like a foundation for donations for Graham County Shea number 1925.
Pancreatic cancer.
Ah,
Bummer.
Pancreatic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pancreatic.
the say was engine they actually worked on as a volunteer.
I see.
Ooh, that's fun.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
The railroading news won't be the same without Jim Wrinn.
Oh.
Anyway, we probably have some Transmatic articles in here as various
Yeah.
things, which entirely possible we cannot read them. But that's one sad thing. We need to talk about the other sad thing because I feel like there's more going on here than meets the eye. This is the Chehalis Centralia Railroad.
Centralia.
Chehalis,
Yeah.
sorry. Halis?
It's okay. I only know it because one of our distribution centers is in this hellhole.
Oof.
I'm just saying that because our distribution centers are a hellhole. But that's beyond the point.
That's
This isn't the retail podcast. This is the Terminus. Where we talk about the Chehalis Centralia Railroad Museum, unfortunately closing down. Mostly due to insurance reasons, because they have a couple of cars, and that makes it kind of hard to insure, because they have a track record of no-nos, basically.
Which is bogus, because it's probably not their fault that they pit cars.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think it's entirely their fault. Other than they may have had some issues training conductors.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, a lot of speculation, but I've heard something on the lines of some of the conductors weren't trained or they weren't protecting the sub.
Nice.
So I think maybe one out of the 3 incidents might have been just somebody being dumb.
I see.
I think the other two were on the railroad.
The president of the
very
railroad stepped
unfortunate.
down.
Yeah. Citing, whatchamacallit. This organization is doomed to fail, and I will not be a part of that failure. Which, congrats.
Yeah.
You,
He's jumped off the sinking ship.
yeah. The captain bailed.
Yeah. Oh,
You know it's bad when the captain bails.
yeah.
Yeah.
Abandoned ship.
You need to go down with your ship. F that. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Captain.
Did
What a kid.
We need some Italian guy on the radio yelling "Return to the boat" about
Yeah.
70,000
Return
times.
to a boat.
Pretty much. But
Oh,
yeah,
that-
it's just been a really bad couple of years for tourist railroading up in Washington. First, Mount Rainier closes because the DNS needs freaking money. Chehalis Centralia closes because insurance reasons. And the Simpson Railroad gets attacked by the town of Selton. Because
What?
Railroad.
Okay, so you know how the Simpson logging railroad up in Washington became
yeah.
the tourist.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
We
There,
have an article on this.
yes, we do, and it's very relevant because they actually ripped up some track. The city of Selton did to put in a something called a goddamn trail.
Eh.
And they wonder why I hate trail. Because you do this dumb shit to what would be an active railroad. Or what would have been an active railroad come next year, probably. Because they were well on their way to having a passenger car or two going and an engine. So, congrats, Hilton, you big pieces of crap. So, hopefully they win that battle. Because I think they're going to court over it. Which,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you gotta do when your city tears up your track.
Yeah. The city has torn up track that, like, most of the track that belongs to the railroad is owned by the company that the railroad leases the rights from,
Yeah.
but apparently a mile and a half are owned by the town. So,
Which I don't know how that worked out, but
easements, I don't know, legalese stuff. But yeah, this is it's a rough, like you
Yeah.
said, it's a rough, rough time to be a railroad in Washington.
although right now
Right.
it's a pretty good time to be a railroad in Oregon.
Go on.
Oregon, I don't have an article for it, but Oregon Coast Scenic is starting to move some of the Kepner engines up their way.
Oh, nice.
Particularly
Robotic.
105 went by here on the freeway about a week or two ago. And what else?
What kind of
There's
engine is 105? Because that might be
Prairie.
the fastest it's ever gone in its entire life.
Yeah, Prairie. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
probably the fastest that will ever go.
Most likely.
Well,
And then, yeah, the Albany and Eastern running Samurai Valley 205.
Thing is so clean. I love that engine. It's so clean.
It's a beautiful, beautiful engine.
Okay, one of these days I'm gonna
And
come
the-
visit you. Put up all these little short
And the
lines.
Chinese whistle that they have on it is so distinct.
is
And
it?
it's just, yeah, they actually put a Chinese whistle on it because the owner of it, or the original owner that we stored it, George Zabacott, he does these things with his engine where he will do like the most unprototypical thing to piss people off and have a
Yeah, I
good
was gonna
chuckle
say.
about it.
I'm
Nice.
hearing angry mango gobbles in the distance.
So, he, like with his SD9 that he owned, he painted the truck silver to piss off everyone. And he's like, when you own an engine, you can paint it wherever you want. You can paint pink if you want.
Me
So-
buying 4501 to paint it red, white, and blue, like we were
Yeah.
talking about before the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doubles.
But with 205, he just put a Chinese whistle on it because I had
How
no
dare
sentimental
he.
value to anyone. So, why
Wow.
not?
We should get a Chinese whistle for number 3.
It does sound good. It
Piss off
really does.
everybody. Outrageous.
See if you can get an X Sandowling whistle.
Yeah.
Which Sandowling is on my mind lately because I watched the Well There's Your Problem episode on steam trains. They have a 3-hour long bonus episode that's just titled Choo Choo. And half of the episode is just them going through basically everything on the local locomotives page. It's all sorts of wacky stuff.
Yeah.
And then eventually they settle on the Sandowling. Oh, by the way, speaking of the drama with Railroads Online and that episode and everything, their guest on that episode is Wings and Strings, who is the developer that recently left Railroads Online in the middle of the controversy.
F.
They're a great person. I really wish them the best, and they were a riot on that episode.
But maybe someday.
Yeah. But anyway,
But you know what? We could see maybe someday
what?
the new Central S motor at Danbury.
Oh, are we talking about this for the second now? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, We can touch
Yeah,
on
why
this.
not?
We've
yeah,
got a
that's
minute.
right.
What is the most recent update on that?
They're apparently being moved. As
I feel like we've
I
got.
don't think they're going to give an as update, but
Yeah.
the coming weeks,
Hmm.
which I can't wait to see them move out into a better home. It's going to be
What, you mean
interesting.
slowly sinking into the marsh on an island isn't a great place for them? What?
Nah, where up until a year or two ago, you could go inside of them. Yeah, because they totally weren't locked off.
Yeah. This is something that we talked about last time as well. This might have been the thing where I was
Is
like,
it
oh,
really
Noki was
breaking
here.
and entering? Yeah. Is it really breaking and entering when someone else broke in?
Oh, it's just entering. I remember that
Yeah, it's
being
just
in a movie I loved as a kid, Hotel for Dogs, where the judge was like, the kids didn't break and enter. The door was like the window was broken. They just entered. It isn't breaking and entering.
I remember that.
And it's like, I don't know if that's how the law works, but sure.
To
It's
be
a kids
fair,
movie.
But yeah, they.
sorry,
Oh, okay.
that's still a better. I guess that's still a better home than they're having their having their car
Yeah.
bodies gutted and then being put into spaghetti barns.
Yeah, true.
It's everything.
Yeah.
That's locomotive hell. That's trolley hell. That's
They-
where they threaten to send you.
Yeah.
Be good or you're going to the spaghetti barn.
You're going to Brazil.
You're going,
Pretty
you're
much.
going to Italy.
Go to Italy.
Go to spaghetti barn jail.
But yeah,
Paddle
they got
faster.
their work cut out for them on that series.
Paddle
The
faster, I
interiors
hear
are pretty
funiculi,
good.
funicular.
I'm okay.
You'd be surprised how well the green inside the S motor held up over the years.
Green, quote unquote.
Well, I mean, it is green. I can provide a source.
Oh. Oh, right. I forgot. It's not that green on the inside, right? It's like an actual.
Yeah, it's an actual green.
It's like an industrial.
But anyway, someone else can talk about their stuff while I'm trying to find it.
All right. We've talked about sad stuff. Do we want to talk about Amtrak being funny? Because for a long time, and we've touched on this in the podcast before, but there's been a long-standing feud between CSX, NS, and Amtrak about running this Gulf Coast service, which I don't know if it started. I know it's supposed to be starting soon, but it's been it's been supposed to be starting soon for the last, 10 years. They want to run basically 4 trains a day, 2 in each direction, along this Gulf Coast route between New Orleans and I think Mobile, Alabama. And CSX and NS have persisted in shutting that down. I mean, they've torn out some sidings, and they have basically made it impossible at a legislative level for Amtrak to run these trains. And they've said that this is not happening, and they asked the STB to bring in a mediator.
Nice.
So they actually have a hearing this month, apparently, and in a March 25th filing, CSX and NS and the Alabama State Port Authority say that Amtrak has expressed a desire to reach an agreement with each of them, but has rejected their request to use board-sponsored mediation. The filing notes that the first portion of the board's hearing showed there is an established process for adding passenger service, and, quote, this process broke down in this case for reasons that are no longer relevant. In other words, we made this impossible, and we're not going to tell you why. So Amtrak filed a response today that says, while the railroad, quote, believes an amicable resolution may be possible, it opposes the motion as yet another attempt to further delay a process that has already been delayed too long.
You're wasting their time then.
Yeah. Should the board not to notion outright, Amtrak argues it should be held until after the hearing said to begin April 4th. Yeah. No, they're just saying that they can't do the thing. Meanwhile, I think that got rejected. So the STB rejected their request for mediation. If the STB did appoint a mediator, all sides would have to accept the compromise that the entity came up with. But the STB stated that all sides agreed to mediation earlier. The board might have been warm to the idea, but because the freight railroads waited until now to ask for it and Amtrak still doesn't support it, they decided to move forward with the next week's hearing. So basically, not everyone is in agreement with getting a mediator, probably because the freight companies think the mediator will be on their side. And so we have this hearing coming up, which actually just passed. And I don't know if this is as a result of this, but the point is, this is where it gets fun. Because CSX and NS said, no, the tracks are too busy for you to run 2 round trips a day. It's not possible. And Amtrak said, yeah, prove it. And they set up a camera, and they've been streaming on Twitch the rail line over which their proposed service will run, and counting the trains and basically announcing stuff on their Twitter, like, oh, this is how busy the railroad hasn't been today. They put up a camera basically all day, and they saw 4 trains. So
I don't know who's running this account.
Yeah, no,
I want to break their hand.
I think it's the Amtrak Connects account. So I think I'm pretty sure this is an official account. For those keeping track at home, we've counted a whopping 3 trains on CSX tracks since 8 a.m., says Amtrak. Wake up, babe. CSX's 4th Gulf Coast train since 8 a.m. just dropped. That is literally a post from an official Amtrak Twitter account. That's so good.
Terror's love, CSX is here.
I need to see if the stream is still up.
Is this real life? Because this sure feels like hell.
Maybe we should watch this.
Unfortunately, yeah, we should have. If it was up.
We probably.
Yeah.
But no, they posted a 30-second video of the empty track and titled it "CSX's Very Busy Gulf Coast Corridor." So this is Amtrak getting real petty with it, and I love it.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I just need to know if there's a note in here about the situation. Amtrak, CSX had said Amtrak running 2 trains a day on this, quote, very busy corridor would be problematic for its own freight service, and, quote, where's the other one? This is a good one. Something about a catastrophic breakdown of freight operations. Yeah, quote, a near catastrophic meltdown of freight operations by adding 2 trains a day. Oh. So, yeah. After publication and response from other comment, CSX dismissed the Amtrak stunt. It takes a freight train about 8 to 10 hours to travel, focusing on one point in the line. Oh, yeah, basically saying, if you focus on one point in a line, there won't, you're not getting a full picture of the lines operating. And it's like, well, if you're running trains every day, setting up a camera for 24 hours is going to get you all the trains that run that day. CSX responded and said it runs 8 to 10 through trains, 1 to 3 coal and grain trains, and, quote, numerous local trains. Sure.
Yeah.
Allergy.
Also, 8 to 10 trains is the same amount of trains that run through the Hoosick Tunnel. Ever try to rail fan the Hoosick Tunnel? Enjoy sitting there for hours as nothing goes by.
Bruh.
It's not busy. That is not very busy. I understand it's a single track line, but get over yourselves. This is the same thing you said about the State Line Tunnel being too busy, and adding 1 round trip per day to Pittsfield would be catastrophic and impossible. And then NS comes on the scene and makes a deal with you guys, and suddenly you can add 2 more trains without any infrastructure changes. Huh? How weird is that?
Quite.
Yeah. Kind of sus if you ask me, CSX. But yeah, so Amtrak is streaming on Twitch now. Well, not right now, but they've been streaming this rail line on Twitch.
They're just
I
really
hope
based.
I hope this stunt unites people to get their train, because the South Coast needs train. They used to have train, and now they don't have train, and they should have train. Bottom line. What else have we got going on?
Well, mine's not. Well, it's not really sure what exactly we could. Well, no, I know what we can discuss with it.
Well, I want to hear your pros and cons, because I know this is something you're thinking about. Maybe we can shine a little light on it. I know we've talked about it already before, but
Yeah, and I'm sure not the only one of us or the only listener or only guest or anything that's had this thought go through their heads at least once.
I'm one of them.
Joining. Well, okay. For the past couple weeks, I've been on the fence about joining Fort Wayne, largely because this was about 2 weeks ago. I'm at home. Finally did the big move. I'm unpacking my stuff, and I just want something to listen to in the background. So I pull up the Roundhouse podcast. I know our mortal enemies.
How dare you?
But I pull up the Roundhouse podcast and listen to the interview that Nick did with Kelly Lynch, the vice president of Fort Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And that really got me thinking, it's almost 3 hours away. But
It's a long drive.
they really, really have their shit together.
Well, they have, they have a 765, so.
Right. And
Yeah.
and they have the thing that I noticed is that they just have their volunteer involvement is really high, and they just really have their shit together.
We're talking about Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Great organization. Very
And-
professional.
Now it's in Woodbang.
Know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Dean is Horny for his 765 confirmed.
or, bruh,
Bruh.
why?
I
Right.
said would bang. Dean would drive
Yeah.
3 hours for a 765 booty call. Jader, what are you waiting for?
Gator, do
Yeah.
You're welcome.
At least that the Mohawk would go to Horny jail.
No, Dean's the keeper of Horny.
No.
Let's be real.
No, I'm joining Mohawk and Horny Jail.
He is the keeper.
I went to Horny Jail.
Dean-
riding
has
the
become
Mohawk in a
Mohawk.
horny jail, like sitting on top of the boiler,
Yeah.
like the cover of 587, A Great Train Robbery.
Oh God! Oh, movie so
7.5 page railroad and be like,
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
that movie.
I have
let's
that
see.
movie in my shelf,
Yes.
and occasionally I look at it and go,
Only rented
"What
that.
movie?"
Yeah.
I cannot for the life of me imagine okay, this is something that I don't think anyone is ever going to imagine. 587 Great Train Robbery, but produced on a much, much higher budget.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's called the Housatonic. I'm working on it. Anyway, so you're thinking of going 3 hours to this organization.
Do
How
it.
often would you be doing it?
That's my thing. It would be maybe twice a summer.
Yeah. So like me in the WWF, which I am a member of that, so I'm in the camp of yeah, why not? Become a member. You know, maybe you don't make it, maybe you do make it, but bottom line, you have the option once you are a member.
Yeah.
That's true. And I mean, it's only their base level membership is $30 a year, which is not bad. And then that's the other thing I kind of want to do is eventually get more involved with like Steam.
Yep.
Because as much as I love Hawking Valley, as much as I love Number 3, I haven't. I mean, and that might change this year. I don't know, but like I haven't really gotten a chance to get that involved with
Yeah.
it. Now,
Yeah, I get
now
that.
in
I
a
get
couple
that.
weeks when we do service class, I'm going to ask about it. But that's a rant for another time. That's like a 2 a.m. rant I'd have with Tyler.
I remember leaving you two in a call and then coming back
Understandable.
in the morning to like a flurry of pictures and links and going like, I guess that
Well,
didn't
I
end when I
miss-
was going to when I expected it to.
That was
Yeah.
pictures, links, and a lot of fruitful discussion about like, at least from our opinions, like what makes a bird preservation group good,
Yeah.
some not good, how they can improve.
You know, where's a good place to start? No concrete.
Yeah. Or
Big concrete has ruined too many things.
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
country.
yeah, no
We
concrete.
need to stop.
Holy
I'm
crap,
saying
I
this is-
have a big concrete article somewhere. Hold on.
Nice.
Not the big
But-
company.
Hold on. Yeah, it would have gotten deleted soon. Sorry for the sidebar, but Seattle area light rail project faced delays
Ooh.
with concrete strike. So
Big concrete.
Yeah, but why is it up against big concrete?
big concrete is stopping our trolleys.
Yeah.
How dare they?
Yeah.
I already get that joke.
But
This is yeah.
I'm sad to hear that, but
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
Happy that
workers'
we're-
right. I mean, collective action is good. We're okay with strikes here.
Yeah.
But how dare these people impinge on our ability to build light rail?
Yeah.
Can't they see they're gonna cause a what did CSX call it? A complete breakdown of the railroad system.
Yeah.
although we did stall long enough to see a train on the cam.
Oh, holy crap!
Yeah.
I was just thinking how there has been nothing. Which, again, I mean, not a great. Chehalis is not a great place for a train to be. So.
Apparently. Yeah. The Hayes.
Chehalis. Willamette.
Probably a Chibo and Stacks.
It looks
Knowing
big
the-
and square. I'm gonna guess Stacks.
Knowing the BN. Probably how it is.
Are there
Maybe-
membership
maybe-
dues for Fort Wayne? How does that work?
Let's see. Yeah, right off their website, their general membership is $30 a year. Sustaining is $60 a year, and there's family and then corporate.
What does sustaining mean?
I don't know. I think. Let's see.
Probably the same name as a PBS station.
It looks like. I guess the only perk is you get a 50th anniversary member shirt, which I mean that's cool.
Here,
But
have this shirt
Quite.
for, I mean,
for
well,
extra $30 a year.
I mean that makes sense because if it's a custom shirt,
Holy smokes! This
probably
Union,
made by a small company.
this Union Pacific
That-
train's
that-
getting bounced about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, $30 isn't the worst thing for a shirt, but I feel like there have to be other benefits because it's called sustaining and not like bonus shirt level tier.
Yeah,
So, I'm the CSX
Nice.
unit in the middle of that consist.
I don't know. I'm just torn.
I mean, I don't think you really have anything to lose as long as you've got an extra $30. I
Yeah,
decided
why
to,
not?
I decided to do that with the WMF, even knowing that it's a 4.5-hour drive up there and a 4.5-hour drive back. And if I go, on my own or with TJ or with Gloria or whatever, to the Wiscasset Waterfall and Farmington on a given day, I'm going to spend, probably twice as much time in the car as I am on location. But at least I'm a member of this really cool thing, and I can help out where I can, or
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, man, I'm really trying not to bash
it's on
anything
YouTube.
here, but like,
It also gets your foot in the door.
right? That's the other thing.
It's like sometimes So it's just what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a thing on your FOMA resume, especially if you can get over there. So if you ever want to do, work at other places, you can say, "Oh, and I've been a member of this and a member of that, and I was a member at Fort Wayne."
Right.
And
I ran the 765 cobbles.
Yeah, I never once crashed my
If I
car
had
while
like
chasing
$900, I'd
765.
do the
So
throttle thing. But
I can't say anything about it because I've never chased 765.
I've
Too
never
far away
seen it.
from it.
I've never seen it in person.
I haven't either. I've been to the Cuyahoga. I've ridden the Cuyahoga, but I've never been there when 765 is there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's going to be there in May this year.
Is it still, or because I know it was getting the things were getting shaken up a little bit.
I think what they're doing. Let's see. I think they're like changing the changing where the trips start from.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, instead of running trips out of Akron Northside Station and Rockside Station, steam trips the steam excursions and other trips this spring will originate out of Rockside Station in Independence. Okay, so they're basically just moving the stations or the starts at a different point.
I see.
That's not too bad.
They've got a cool place. I mean, if I could say anything about the Cuyahoga, is that it doesn't really feel unlike anything else. It is just one of those. It's a rail line. It runs along a river in the woods. There isn't a lot of incredible scenery, but it's a nice ride, and it's a decently long ride. And I mean, it's different when they have a steam engine, because I get to ride behind. I don't remember. I think it was F units or something. Whatever it is that they have. It wasn't something special. It wasn't like Alcos or anything. It was probably Jeeps, if not F units.
I think they have mostly Alcos, I think.
Yeah, they have
Yeah, they do.
FAs.
Oh, maybe it was FAs. I feel like I would have been more hyped over FAs, but maybe it was before I cared about Alcos. Because it's been a long time since I've been to Cleveland.
Can I have your Alcos?
There's the chair.
Is this the crusty Alco?
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is...
I love that that's how they first met Mason indirectly.
Oh, really?
As far as I can remember, he was the one that got on Gmod and asked, "Hey, Jade, or can I..." No. I think it was some other guy and then Mason.
Was Mason asking to ask, or asking because everyone was asking like a meme?
I don't know.
No, that Shader was preface that. Can I have you?
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah,
it works very well because I have a cold. So, my voice just speaking out. Yeah.
Can I have your Alcos?
I think I've cracked a few times today with my voice. So.
Yeah, you sound a little under the weather.
Yeah.
Which is, we have Audrey here for the weekend, and she's been not hacking up a lung, but has got one of those really juicy coughs.
Yeah, that was me up until today.
And I'm just like, oh man. And then we ordered Robitussin on Instacart.
Are you talking about Audrey's horrible cough?
Yeah, because Milky's also sick.
Oh, poor Milky.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Juicy cough.
Juicy cough.
I mean, I know what you mean, but
a well-developed, a phlegmy cough. But Juicy Cough is my new band.
That's the name of your new band?
That's the name of my new band.
Why?
The Juicy Coughs.
Because it'll get me 6 karma on band names.
Yes. You gotta get that karma.
Right.
Just Audrey in the background.
Well.
I don't know. I'm on the fence. Hey, maybe next time I'm on, I'll have made a decision.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I wish you the best. And if you decide to do it, I hope you can get out there and have a good time, and network and meet people, and
that's the other thing. I want to network.
Yeah, tell them that we have trading cards for sale, and other important stuff like that.
So I'm part of this group of online brain nerds. We have trading cards.
Yes. Have you ever heard of the Iron Horsemen? And they say, And they
If somebody
say,
said
and-
yes, I would do a fucking backflip.
yeah, and they say no, and you say, okay, good. I'm not affiliated with them.
He is
I was
not affiliated
asking
with
for
the
the
Iron
meme.
Horsemen.
And then you never try to put on a southern accent in front of them.
Yeah.
No.
He is not their ambassador.
Yeah.
He's the ex-ambassador.
You say, oh, I'm going to go drive over to Fort Wayne next week. And I go, oh, cool. And like 2 days later, you receive giant magnets for your car in the mail. Unprompted. Except they say buy trading cards on the bottom of them. It's like, we need to, oh my god, we need to mock up a buy trading cards out of a buy war bonds poster for like, for like the PRR. I know
Where's
Oh,
that? Where's
I
that?
think I can do
Okay.
a reason of this because we have a
I'll
buy war
imagine-
bonds CB&Q coats.
perfect.
That gave me an idea for like what one of the war bond cards could be. Like one of those chicks they have in those bond posters.
Oh,
on a
Rosie the
Pennsylvania.
Riveter?
Well, I think you're getting what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
One of those
So-
girls on a Pennsylvania T1.
Yes, I
So
think
what
I
you're
know
saying is we have
exactly
a
the
pin.
poster you mean.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, the PRR had buy war bonds written on their cabooses and hopper cars. So I have one of these cabooses. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn to decal. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to put buy trading
got you.
cards on the side of my PRR caboose.
IXR buy trade.
Well, wait. There's we do like I think nickel plate. Put buy war bonds on the side of a tender.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That's why you got to get in with the. That's why you got to get in with Fort Wayne. We can get
To
them some
advertise
big
trading
magnets.
cards.
Yeah. It's all part of our
Honestly,
Magnet plan.
honestly though, I kind of want magnets and put them on like if my goal this year is to get my student engineer's license,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd love to put Iron Horseman magnets, or like if I'm running, like personalize the engine in some way, like put
Yeah.
like Ohio, like in the flag holders, but like Ohio University flags, or
Yeah.
I've thought about putting like Black Lives Matter flags or something,
Mm-hmm.
or little Iron Horseman magnets like
But-
under the cab or something.
Hey, well, you know what's in vogue now is put Ukraine flags on it.
Yeah.
That does
do
make
that too.
sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say for your car, and I was gonna be like, I can literally whip those up in 5 minutes on Vistaprint. I can send anybody. I don't know if I can do colors other than black or white because of the way the drawing is done, but they exist. They're out there. Anyway, so let's talk about the Great Western Steam Up then, Bears. This is
All
your
right,
thing.
then.
Oh yeah.
So in Carson City, where the Nevada State Railroad is, they're going to be celebrating the completion of they're going to be celebrating the 150th anniversary of the completion of the Virginia and Truckee Railroad from
Yes.
July 1st to the 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad you corrected yourself because if it was celebrating the completion, I'd say, damn, it took them a while.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes.
I mean,
can see
they're
why you
still
did it.
they're rebuilding the railroad, so it's still not complete.
And there's going to be 10 locomotives, like over
Yeah.
10, and representing 6 of the historic railroads, including
Yeah.
Southern Pacific 18, or some people like to call her the Slim Princess, because
Graham's
apparently
favorite.
every other princess is fat.
No,
I mean, I
no,
don't
just
mind.
tastefully thick.
Tastefully thick princess. That's oh man,
Title?
that's
Let's make that the title.
no. I like the
Oh
other
my.
title. I think the thick princess is going to be an alternate title though. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, then. Eureka and Palisade number 4. Eureka.
Yo,
Hey.
Railroad's
Santa-
online.
Yeah.
The Santa Cruz Portland Cement Railroad number 2. The
Chicken.
Chicken.
The chicken.
Chicken.
And there's all these locomotives with like artsy names or like beautiful names. Oh, Eureka and Glenbrook and Inyo, and then Chicken. Chicken.
All right. So Bluestone Mining and Smelter number 1.
Which is
Nevada-
a Heisler.
Yeah, Heisler. Nevada
Heisler's-
County Narrow Gauge number 5. Carson and Tahoe, or was known as just Tahoe.
Tahoe. I mean, it's pronounced Tahoe, but I'm gonna call it Tahoe from now on
Oh,
Carson
because that's so much better.
Carson
No, it's
and
Tahoe.
Sorry. Fine, have it your way. Carson and Tahoe Lumber and Flooring Company, Glenbrook,
nice.
Virginia and Truckee number 22, Inyo, Virginia and Truckee 25, and Cortez Mining Company's Anne Marie.
You're Tahoe.
And there's also going to be a couple of other boys there that aren't running. But I think those are just the ones that are running.
And this is in July.
Yeah,
Of
July
this year?
1st to the 4th of July. Yep.
Damn it.
I can't wait for this.
That's upsetting.
I can't wait.
I cannot get
I've
out there.
taken vacation time for this already. And I
We'll
can't
take lots
wait.
of pictures.
Yeah, and I'm going down with a group of friends, possibly, so we're going to have a good time.
Cool.
I mean, I'm trying to plan a vacation for this summer, so maybe.
Hey, listen, if it comes down to the Vintage Grand Prix and that, do that, okay? I don't care if you don't come
Yeah.
to... I don't care if I don't see you this year if you get to see all those engines, because I would love to be there.
I gotta say, it's an opportunity, especially because they're bringing in 2 engines from the California State Railroad Museum.
Mm-hmm.
The Boker Boy and Genoa.
Genoa?
Yeah.
I believe it's
Which
Genoa.
I can't wait to see the Boker Boy in his natural habitat.
Chicken.
Oh wait, is that the
Yeah,
2.0?
Yeah,
Boker.
mainly because I missed out on seeing him because I think he was in the backstop when I was at California State Railroad Museum.
I see.
It's amazing how much they flip stuff around in that museum.
Yeah, you'd think nothing can move, but apparently not. They can rearrange their museum on a whim.
Yeah.
This might happen when you take care of your stuff.
It's everything that you think the Rare Museum of Pennsylvania would be able to do, but
But
they
they
don't.
don't take
They don't
everything's
move anything.
outside.
Logic.
Yeah. Well, they'll be building that roundhouse any day now.
Yeah, I hear
Any day
them.
now.
I can hear them turning the soil over from here.
Yeah.
I think I'll have gray hair when that's done.
No. You know what? No. They're waiting for the T1 to be done.
Of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
of course.
That's
Because-
fair. They're gonna be shuffling around lots of space so they can put it up on a plinth.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
But yeah,
after
that's going to be real exciting.
after it smashes the Steam speed record, it'll deserve it.
Tickets are reasonably priced actually for this kind of a event.
How much
They're
are
like
they?
anywhere. Early bird child is $10.
Wow.
Early bird adult $29 per day.
Wow. That's incredible.
Which that's great for seeing all these engines.
Yeah, I would think oh, here's a $300 ticket to come and look at them. And
Yeah.
that was
And-
the roundup. The roundup was so expensive, which is why we didn't
Yeah.
snag tickets right away.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
How bad was it?
Plus, I think you can ride behind some of these. Well,
If I remember right, tickets were minimum 75, I think, or 125.
oh, you can buy upgrades for VIP stuff. $50 for VIP area admission,
Oh, okay.
which is basically an hour's entry 2 hours prior to regular admission. Opportunities to photograph the locomotives as they fire up, help fuel them, and watch them get in position to start the event. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then
Impressive.
$75, you can get pulled behind a Virginia and Truckee coach behind the Inyo, which
Oh,
is
that's-
pretty cool.
Big VNT foam.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's fantastic.
yeah. I'm souped.
Yeah, I hope you have a good time. I hope the event goes off well. I mean, they don't have a Cumbres Pass to deal with, So
Right.
hopefully things will go better for the wood
No,
burners.
they're going around in a circle, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's just a
It's not
big
familiar.
fancy circle event.
Yeah, this-
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh. I
Except-
hear if you run Locomotive in a circle 5 times counterclockwise, you summon Wybold. Be careful out there.
And the main is it's a dual gate circle too.
Oh, man.
Right.
Yeah. So I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Hey, Dean, where did that article on the A4 go? Oh, there.
I
no.
thought I put it back.
Did you put? I don't know where it is. I'm not saying that because I'm accusing you of not putting it
A4.
back. I'm saying that because I cannot find it.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
It was Sir Nigel Gresley. Hold on. Sir.
Yeah,
no,
Gresley.
No, it's gone. It's
Oh, okay,
gone. I think it got evaporated. But point is, there's an A4 back in service.
Yes.
Which is
And
what we're talking about.
Pendennis Castle.
And Pendennis Castle.
Yeah.
All those good locomotives.
Yes, Castle.
Well, all those locomotives, we'll say.
Fair point.
All of those.
I heard that.
Steam Locomotives in profile is going to come to my house now.
Nice.
Beat me up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, we could cover that. Their American campaign's fully funded now.
Oh, yeah.
Past the
Yeah,
goal
it's
section.
I think they also chose to do the wedding T1s as their
for it.
fill-in for Zero Free.
I thought
Nice.
I thought they chose they chose 1309. I think.
Oh,
Oh, that's
They
right.
did.
They did, didn't they? Because was that the whole thing? Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody
That
was
was-
salty about 1309 getting chosen. Oh, there it is. There's Slip of the USA.
Because yeah, Zero Free is undergoing a rebuild right now. I think.
Mhm. They should have done the T-1. I think. I mean, I'm not upset about them doing 1309. I think 1309 is a great locomotive that's been totally overshadowed
Video.
by
It's been through a bit.
by the
Yeah.
disaster of the WMSR.
Yeah.
But as a locomotive, the double chooch is a pretty cool engine.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything bad to say about 1309 as an engine.
Yeah. You know what our engine I don't have anything bad to say about the Sierra consolidation.
Okay.
Particularly 34. Because 34 has found a new home. And by found a new home, I mean now belongs where it's been the past 40 years.
Wait, what?
So the Sierra Railway 34 has been in private ownership since the 1960s, about.
Okay.
It's a consolidation type, and it's been stored at Whaletown, where the Sierra Railway is.
Mm-hmm.
It was a part of the Fred Kepner collection.
Rip.
And Turim the Bixel stepped up and bought it for use on the Sierra Railway.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
an engine that has been home is going home again, but not leaving home.
I see. Oh, hey, a second train.
It's just staying where it is, and
To highlight this.
who knows what they're going to do with it. From my understanding, it's been in the roundhouse the entire time.
Huh.
So it's probably going to end up like the EBT engine, where it's like, oh, this isn't that bad.
I hope
Yeah.
it's like that.
Yeah. We need to do a check-in on the EBT, but we're at time for the news just about, and it's time to wrap up. So, does anyone have any maintenance away stuff, advertising, whatever? I mean, I've talked about
I
the
don't.
trading card 6 ways from Sunday, but obviously I don't have any to sell right now. I will be going to Battleship Cove on Monday, so basically when this episode comes out, I'll be there. I'll be actually meeting Drakenifel. And I will also be bringing some trading cards because I'm sure at a naval historian meetup there will be some foamers in the crowd, and I'm going to tape a sign to my backpack that says, I have trading cards.
Trading cards?
Steam Locomotive trading cards for sale. Tap me on the shoulder, they're $5 for a pack. So, hopefully I'll be able to get a sale or two. I got a sale today because my stepmom was here and she bought it. She bought a pack for a friend of
Another
hers who likes
Locomotive.
trains. So, I don't know what's in that pack, but I hope I find out what's in that pack because I'd like to trade with them. I would like an Everett 11. We may need to make a channel on the Discord server solely for trading at some point.
Yeah.
I think.
Sure.
Anyway, that's my advertisements, I guess. Oh, and subscribe to the community channel. We do more stuff on the community channel than ever now. And join our Discord if you aren't already.
Yeah, I need to make more stuff for that.
You need to join our Discord, Dean. How could you? I
If
thought.
if I sat down and did it, I could make like some modeling.
I was
videos.
banned from the Discord.
Oh my god!
I can't do that.
You should do. Honest to God, you should do a run through of your slideshow for the community channel. That would be so cool.
Slideshow?
I have it. It's on my laptop somewhere.
Jader's kit building slideshow. I would probably use that. I would love that.
Do that.
I need to find it, but okay.
Welcome to the.
See, it's not as fun it's better in person though.
I'm sure it is.
Maybe
I'm
I'll
sure it
maybe
is.
I'll stream it.
That would be interesting. You can set it up as an event.
Yeah.
Just like,
Okay.
Just like
You know,
streaming
where
building
the
a
fuck
model.
is hold on, where the fuck is sticking out? I'm writing this down.
All right.
Way down.
I'm gonna click over to the Amtracker so we can figure out what the latest train on Amtrak is. All right, I found it. That was not hard. What is everyone's guesses?
Okay, well,
Canadian.
Canadian is not on system right now. Good try though.
northbound Coast Starlight.
Northbound Coast Starlight. Oh, I saw that earlier. Well, there it
Yeah,
is.
present.
Not sure what my vote is, honestly.
I'll take a minute to think about it. Dean, what do you say? Crescent?
Yes, northbound
Northbound Crescent? Okay.
or eastbound.
Yeah,
Whatever
no,
it is.
northbound works towards New York. I know what you mean.
New York bound.
Big bitch.
What?
She's over here.
Jaeger's chewing on a bone.
BP.
Jader, Bears? What about you guys?
I'm still at a loss of what to pick.
Well, just pick a number.
Let's
any
do. No, not that. Is there an eastbound Lakeshore Limited?
I think I saw one.
You know what? I'm
There's
just gonna
westbound
go with
one.
that too.
There's a westbound
Lakeshore
Lakeshore
Limited.
Limited.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's just go with that.
Guess what? It's on time.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Lakeshore
Well,
Limited
then.
Chicago is on time. Let's try the Coast Starlight, how about? There are two of them. One of them is 23 minutes late. The other one is 1 hour and 2 minutes late, the northbound ones. The northbound Crescent is 2 hours and 41 minutes late. But that is not the latest train on Amtrak. The latest train on Amtrak is, in fact, the southbound Crescent
Oh,
at 4 hours
my
and 16
God.
minutes late.
Wow.
Jesus Christ! Why?
The Sunset
Because
Limited
logic.
is 2 hours and 46 minutes late on its way to New Orleans. There's a Piedmont that's an hour behind. Silver Star's an hour behind. Honestly, nothing's too bad except for that one Crescent, which I keep, every time I open this map now, I look at the Crescent and go, I'm going to be on that train. I'm
Yeah.
going to be on that train in October, and I hope it's not a disaster. But I know it will be, because I'm sure CSX by then will have escalated its guerrilla campaign and will be like bombing its own bridges
Yeah.
to keep Amtrak from running trains across them.
What is it? Switzerland thing?
Yeah, exactly.
The Switzerland strategy.
Yeah,
Just nuke your entire railroad.
yeah. It turns out
Favorite
CSX has
sound.
every bridge in and out of New Orleans set up
Bombed.
with dynamite, and if an Amtrak train tries to cross it going the wrong direction, they all go.
3 Amtrak trains gruff.
Yeah. Anyway, I need to find a termination, but first up is Milky.
My termination is a picture of the interior of a Pacific Electric Hollywood car in 1930 after they were refurbished. It's amazing how well this material held up over the years. I've seen some when we stored Hollywood cars, and the material is still as good as it was. For being outside 50 years, the interior held up really well on these cars.
I'll show the audience briefly, and I just wanted to say I looked as hard as I could for Burma Shave ads. I cannot see any, which is disappointing, but otherwise it's a very pretty picture.
Funny you say Burma Shave. At my hobby shop, they're selling like HO Skull Burma Shave signs.
Perfect. Oh, Jader, Dean, you should have come home with those.
I should have, but
That
I
would have
didn't
been
think
so
to.
good.
I should have gotten them just for the meme, but I didn't do it, and I'm
I
kicking
have
myself
some
for it.
sitting in a box somewhere.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes. I'm gonna be putting up Burma Shave signs all over Tollprint. I already have one set.
Do it.
But anyway, Jader, what about you?
Just a cab ride in 765 on one of the new river trips.
Oh,
App
cool.
ride.
765 did the New River. That's cool. They should do that again. If only they can get the
CSX
insurance.
Cliss.
Yeah. CSX is probably going to let its baby 2716 do them or something. But, Bears, what about you?
This is a reference to a quote from an episode of Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh boy.
You know who else is going to Horny jail? The Red Squirrel!
And Dean.
And Dean, yeah.
Indeed.
Mostly Dean.
And the Mohawk.
Yep.
The Mohawk, the Red Squirrel, and the Dean.
That sounds like, I don't know, the name of something.
Honestly, it reminds me of the novel reminds me of the Chronicles of Narnia novel, Lion, Witch, and the Red Wardrobe.
Yeah. The Chronicles of Narnia. Dean, the Mohawk, and the Red Squirrel.
Yeah.
That's
Name a better trio.
that's
Wait.
the title. That's
Yeah,
the title.
exactly.
The Chronicles of Narnia, the Mohawk, and the Red Squirrel.
There are too many good titles. I'm going to stick with the Mohawk that went to Horny jail. That's good
Yeah.
enough.
Besides, I'm not sure how many people are gonna get the reference, like the Red Squirrel reference.
I don't.
I can send it here if you like. Like, I'll just give me a moment.
Mine is that my termination is that the New York Transit Museum did a Yankee special for opening day, which was yesterday as of this recording. Opening day for the Red Sox and Yankees at Yankee Stadium. They pulled out the old Low V subway cars, which are, let's see, how old are these? Built from 1916 to 1925, and they ran a special train to Yankee Stadium with them.
Nice.
So, yeah, I wish I could have been there for that, but I feel like I don't think I can set foot in Yankee Stadium. I might burst into flames or something. Unfortunately, the Sox have lost the first 2 games of their set, so. Oh well.
I see.
No, go Red Sox. But check out the Yankee special. And Dean,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Oh, yeah. Listen. I am in fact chum, but it's just a video of 611 stalling on a Saluda,
Whip.
and sadly, there's like a comic clip like at the end for some reason. The two shouldn't be related, but they are.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into this episode of the Terminus podcast. I'd like to thank you guys, of course, for showing up for this episode. I know it's a chunk of time out of your weekend day, and you probably have other things to do, but it wouldn't be the same without all of you. And thanks, of course, to Virtual Railfan for not taking us down. This is your camera, your video. I only make like 6 cents off of this, so please don't come to my house.
Yeah.
And also, Wes and Steve, of course. We couldn't have the trading cards without them. So, we'll see you all next week, and in case of an emergency, call Conrail. Bye!
Bye.
Stay around.
Bye.